Story time again. Also, this is not my story either. Okay, so this guy named Chad, we'll call him Chad, I guess. And then this girl named, we'll call her Jenny. We'll call her Jenny. So Chad and Jenny were like this thing, I guess, basically. And I didn't really think any much about it. But when I went over, she was always so weird about him coming over with me. So basically, I called him over and they were like weird around each other when I was here. So when I wasn't there, I kind of like, she was on call with me, like FaceTime, but she didn't remember to hang up. And I heard a bunch of stuff that they said, but I'm just going to skip to the bad part. He said that I shouldn't be around her anymore. Jenny or whatever. I shouldn't be around her anymore. And then Chad said, I wish she wasn't so ugly, and I wish you weren't so ugly. And I'm like, okay, buddy, but like, says you, like, I looked at him and he was like, not. No. But yeah, so she was like totally off of it. And then I was like, girl, you need to dump him. And she's like, why are you saying this to me? Like, you know, I feel insecure about someone getting a boyfriend. This is like my first boyfriend ever. Like, why would you want me to get rid of him? And I'm like, he says terrible things about you and me. Like, and she's like, you're really gonna let a boy get in our relationship? And I'm like, yeah, because you literally told me that we would be always best friends and nothing will get in the way of us, and then, you know, whatever. But like, don't always believe that, because like, get out. But and then she went to school the next day or whatever, and I didn't see Chad, and I was like, Chad, like, where's Chad? And she's like, he's he's kind of sick, yeah. And I was like, she's being so weird about it. And I'm like, okay, whatever, you know. So yeah, I guess that's what it was. And then I was like, oh my gosh, like, why isn't she even here the next day? So it was just all weird. And then Chad and her come walking in, and I'm like, they're holding their hands, and I'm like, okay, whatever, like, what is this about? And they're like, well, we have something to talk to you about. I think you're getting in the way of our relationship, and I think I don't want to be friends with you anymore. He just thinks it'd be way much better for me and way more smarter if I just, like, weren't friends with you anymore. You know what I mean? Like, not that I'm just throwing it away, but, like, and I was like, girl, you literally just told me, I think that I think we're gonna, like, not be friends anymore because of your stupid boyfriend, whatever. Okay, so then I was like, okay, whatever, like, sure, I don't care. And then I met this girl named, we'll call her Kaylee. So I met this girl named Kaylee at a store because we were both eating next to each other and we were just saying hi and stuff. We were about like the same age. And well, she said to me, hey, you kind of look really familiar. And I'm like, from what? She's like, is your friend's name Jenny? And I'm like, how do you know that? She's like, she dumped me and she said, my boyfriend and me think it's a good idea that we think we should not hang out with you anymore because you're really a bad influence on whatever. And I was like, she did that to me too. But anyways, come back for part 2 because I can't finish this because my phone's about to die. Bye.